What is up, guys? We are back again. We're back. That's pretty good. That's more often than usual that we're back again. But anyway, here we are once again with our 73 240Z. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and wash her up right now because get the engine bay all nice and clean. So we go ahead and start installing the motor and transmission in there. I got the header right there. I'm starting to scuff up, get all like the little rust spots off of it, and also gonna go ahead and paint that with the high temp black as well. So cool. So that's where we're at right now. Like I said, we just barely pulled it out right now. Let's hopefully we can get that engine inside before it gets dark, and that'd be great. And then we're gonna go ahead and start unraveling all this stuff right here. Is actually all the original harness. The car was delivered to us like this, so we're not sure what that looks like underneath. If it's all, I'm sure it's going to be pretty nasty. What do you think? It'll be nasty, huh? So we might have to wrap that up with maybe like a split loom. So cool. So that's where we're at. Let's go ahead and put the camera down and help Jericho out. All right, and there it is, all nice and shiny again. At least the front half for now. So. Yeah, so this, once again, this is where we're at now. We're gonna go ahead and wait for it to kind of drip dry a little bit before we go ahead and push her back in, roll out the engine and put the clutch on, the flywheel, and then mate the transmission to the engine. And let's figure out how we're gonna gently install the engine into the cavity here. Alright guys, we have the engine off the stand, and it has been years since this engine has been off that stand. So here we got it up in the air with the hoist right now. So I went ahead and removed the pilot bearing already, and came out in multiple pieces. This thing is very old, so very good. So I was glad it did come out rather, well, more or less, kind of easy. We're gonna need to clean out the crank shaft here a little bit more in the back. But anyway, there is the new one, and we're going to go ahead and be installing a factory flywheel with a Exity Pro Kit clutch. So we're replacing the clutch disc, the pressure plate, came with a new pilot bearing, new throwout bearing, and some lube. So let me go ahead and find the official install tool for the pilot bearing, which is probably just going to be a socket. So let's make sure that this is the correct product. Does it fit up on the flywheel right there? Oh yeah. Perfect. Cool. And I do have new bolts for this as well as the new flywheel bolts. So let me go ahead and install this, and then we'll go ahead and move on to that. Alright guys, we got the backing plate on, and we just kind of snugged down the flywheel a little bit because we're about to torque it. According to the specifications, we need to set it to 18 pounds first to seat it, and then to
105.
105. Alright, we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to get my 27 millimeter, hold it in the front here. Hold that from. There you go. Awesome. Okay, very good. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down because we're gonna have to fight each other right now. You know, it might be smarter if we set it on the ground first, huh? Yeah. Just for safety. So let me go and do that. Hold on. All right, go ahead. There you go. I heard that. Bigger pry bar, breaker bar. Okay. Good. Very good. Perfect. Cool. All right, flywheel bolts are torqued, we're going to go ahead and spray some brake parts cleaner on the flywheel surface. Just kind of clean that up a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and place the clutch plate and also the pressure plate. So. All right. Just get a bolt in there to start it. A little bit of our version of Loctite on this, which is actually Honda Bond. Got our 10mm on the head of the bolt there. Just gonna go ahead and snug them all down. Make sure the clutch disc is centered. Very good. Before we go ahead and torque them. Okay. Torque time. Torque wrench time. All right, we have the torque wrench set for 19 foot-pounds. Let's go ahead and torque away. Oh, that was it. I heard it. Click. That's it. Okay, barely hear it, huh? It's a new torque wrench, so it's pretty soft. Sounds soft. Just a clack, clack. Or those one torque wrenches that don't feel like they're ever gonna torque. Like, no. Snap. No. Oh wow, that was nice. Cool. Excellent. Ta-da! Rad. Alright guys, we lowered the engine down to the floor so we can go ahead and put the transmission up to the engine. And once again, it's been years. Go Jerko, put it in, Jerko. Yeah. Yeah, put it in. Put it in. It's been years for you too. No. Oh, what happened? You know what we should have checked first? Always check to make sure the clutch splines onto the transmission. It's okay. All right. Next time.
Like, I don't want to get it apart again.
Nah, it should be it. I think they're all more or less the same. There you go. I see it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Put that. Set that dowel in right there. Let me get a board for the back so it's not putting too much stress on it. All right, and there we have it. The transmission and the engine are together. We still need to locate a few more of the transmission bolts, because like I said, it has been a while, so I might have to go to the hardware store real quick to go pick up a couple more. And that's about it. Other than that, after that we can go ahead and put her on in the car. Finally, the sun is setting though.
It's okay.
Quickly, it's all right.
That's what we always do.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Start off during the day, finish at night.
Yep. Well, before it was start at night and end at night.
Night.
All right, then we'll be back. All right, guys, and there it is. It's installed finally after all this time. It's been a long time once again. I don't want to say it's been years, but it's been years. Okay, we had a slight hiccup. We were wondering why everything was so difficult to install and everything was stiff. I thought the brackets for the motor mounts were bent, but it turned out we actually had them backwards. We had them reversed. So we had this side on that side and this side on that side. So actually made the engine sit on this side of the center point right there. So we just jacked up the engine and swapped them over, and now it's sitting exactly the way it should. And it looks really clean, really nice. Obviously we got to change the oil filter right there. I got to put back the oil pressure sending unit back in. Once again, transmission, clutch, all that stuff's in. Transmission mount, everything is secure. Only thing we got to do to pretty much complete the whole drivetrain is the drive shaft, which is over there. So we got to clean that up and go ahead and install that next time. Also, yeah, we can start wiring it up. So we got to go through all the wires. We got to see what we have here that was left in the car for us. I also have a box right there with a wiring harness in it. And also in my shed, I have another wire harness for the dash, which is over there. So next time we work on this, we'll start working on the electrical, getting the whole the radiator, the cooling system configured. We do have a aluminum radiator for it back there. The hoses and everything, all the good stuff over there. The header, I'll go ahead and finish that next time as well. And we need to clean up the intake manifold and the carburetors, which are in that mess over there. So, cool. I think once again, it's dark time. Dark time. So it was light earlier. It's dark now. So yeah, like I said, we did have a little struggle with it, but like always, we overcome it. So go ahead and leave you here. So, oh, you want to see what it looks like with the header? Okay, careful, careful. Is that a pace setter? Is that a pace setter header?
Pace setter header. Okay.
All right, there you go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cool, yeah. Like, once again, I still got to finish painting that. I did run out of the high temp header paint. So, yeah, let's hope that we can clean up the intake manifold to match the rest of the cleanliness of the engine, because that could really make the whole thing look gross. But I do got to trim off the little exhaust over there. I'm probably thinking about putting V-bands on it just to make it easier. So when we make the exhaust system for it, it'll be a whole lot more simple than just trying to weld up to there and continue on from there like an old muffler shop does. So that's it. Any comments?
Leave them below.
Leave them below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave any comments you have below, or
Let your hate flow.
let your hate flow. All right, guys, have a good night.